Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing an all signs love reading, tuning into the energy in regards to relationship, love relationship, and translating the energies as accurately as possible so you can get the guidance that you are looking for. All right, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. So glad that you're here with me today. So let's get started. Your needs and desires in a relationship. Okay, so it looks like in the past you have had relationships that were a nightmare, where there was some level of comfort that kept you staying in relationship, but it feels like you had an idea of what relationship is, and it feels like you were easily duped, easily told that this is what you've asked for, and that's not it. It feels like it was a nightmare. You've had just nightmare relationships that it feels very confusing, very difficult um, to get your needs met. Very confusing, too. Not feeling supported, not feeling cared for. And it looks like you're needing something that's not this hard, that's not a nightmare. You're tired of trying to make a nightmare work, trying to get comfortable in a nightmare, and it feels like you're done. You're not interested in a relationship that looks like this nightmare, feels like this nightmare. Feels like you are more clear right now about what you don't want in regards to a relationship. It feels like there's a lack of communication in the past. It feels like just so confusing on how to make this work. You want someone who communicates, who speaks the truth, who's willing to have tough conversations. Um, it looks like you're tired of being alone. Um, it feels like in regards to relationship, the driving factor, it feels like I want a relationship, but I'm not willing to be in a relationship if it's a nightmare. I don't like being alone. I prefer to be in a relationship, but not at any cost. You're looking for someone that you don't have to guard yourself against, the person that you're closest to. It looks like you don't want fighting. You want someone who will invest in you and the relationship. You don't want to be the only person who's giving to a relationship. It feels like you don't need a lot of sweet talking, um, but you do. You'd prefer. It feels like the person in the past didn't care for you, your emotions, withheld communication. It feels like you would like someone who communicates nicely, kindly, who will tell you loving things about you. It feels like you were with someone who um, used communication as manipulation or control, and you want someone you can trust what they say, the loving things. It's not that you need to hear something about yourself or feeling insecure emotionally. It just would be nice if someone can communicate comfortably in emotions. It looks like you want someone who's loyal, someone who's willing to put in the work and the effort so you don't have to carry the mental and emotional load, maybe even physically as well. And it feels like you're looking for equity within a relationship. And I get this weird feeling that you think that this person doesn't exist. It feels like you've been exploring a lot of painful relationships, and so there's this picture that this is what relationship is. Being in a relationship is a bit of a nightmare. Um, it's a fight. It's a struggle. Is it better than being alone? It's enmeshed. It feels like I lose myself in relationships. I lose my desires, my wants, my growth, and it feels like you've in the past centered someone else in the experience and they did not center you, and so it feels like in the past you've gotten lost in relationships and you're not wanting that any longer. It does feel like I don't know, you feel kind of guarded. All right, let's look at your person's needs and desires in relationship. Judgment. Okay. They need, it looks like your person's looking for a relationship where they can transcend the usual relationship dynamics, something that's different. That so both of you, that's a mirroring. It looks like both of you want something different than what the type of relationship that you've had in the past. Yeah, it looks like your person has also had this lack of success in relationships. It feels like this your person loses desire inside of a relationship. They want someone they can grow with, they can learn with, someone who will communicate honestly and truthfully. There's something here around communication as well. That, yeah, your person has experienced in the past someone who's manipulated around communication, like withheld communication. And it looks like your person has also felt like they had a loss in their relationship. That uh, the person was trying to, what was their person doing? Mistreatment, trying to create control, a controlling dynamic. They were in a relationship, your person was in a relationship in the past with someone who needed to win at any cost. And it feels like your person decided to walk away from. Wow, that's interesting. Your person decided to walk away from the imbalance. Feels like in the past your person just couldn't find themselves in a very similar relationship dynamics, different but some similar notes. It looks like it might be hard for your person to make physical moves, location, or it's hard for your person to imagine things differently in the 3D. But your person, there might also be a financial dependence. Either your person was more financially dependent on their partner in the past, or their partners were more financially dependent on them. It looks like your person wants a relationship, but also wants to be independent. It looks like your person wants to be able to transform who they are within relationship, transform even the idea of a relationship, so they can be themselves. Okay, yeah, there is some mirroring here. It feels like your person in the past has also dealt with someone who's unapologetic, someone who's emotionally immature and treated them like an option. So it feels like both of you have gotten hurt, burnt in the past in relationships, and it feels like what you both are interested in is something real, something authentic, something that is a better fit for who you are. It feels like you guys have both learned in past relationships. You've learned from the past relationships how to find alignment, how to find your own alignment outside of relationships. But it feels like both of you are wanting to find what alignment is, like personal alignment and alignment within a relationship without losing yourself. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, it feels like the differences that you have as individuals is the Tower. So the Tower is a story of two people that want to build a life together. And so they have a foundation of their relationship, and they start building the walls of this tower up around them, walls of delusion. And eventually the tower gets so high, they're so cut off from reality inside that tower that something happens that it's like a spiritual universe creates a destruction of this tower, and the couple falls down back to reality. So it looks like wow. So we're talking about delusion in relationship and the differences that you have. Okay. It looks like there's this belief, it feels very correct, that this is not soul fulfilling, that creating a delusional relationship, wanting it to look and appear a certain way, and kind of ignoring red flags and wanting a relationship instead of wanting something authentic. It feels like one person is more delusional at this point, and one person wants something more real. Or you want something real, or you're not willing to have it. You want something authentic, or it feels like I don't want it at all. It feels like this is your energy, but one of you is more willing to, is more into the optics of what a relationship is, not the soul fulfillment of it. Not doesn't understand, doesn't yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not getting, maybe because I'm not getting if this is you or your person. One of you is more apt to be delusional in relationships, wanting it to fulfill something wanting this person to fulfill you on a soul level, and it feels like that's just not possible. Needing a relationship, needing, not wanting, but it feels like I need someone to complete me. Ugh. I need a relationship to validate me. I need the guise of a relationship. It doesn't have to be real. I just have to. It feels like someone wants to be in a relationship to be validated. Um, I'm not sure. I'm curious if that feels like you, if or your person. That is a big difference. Someone wanting a real relationship grounded in reality, where you can be yourself, and one person's wanting more of a fictitious relationship, um, one that looks good on paper or looks good on social media. All right. The common values and interests between you and your person is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is a lack of nurturing, a lack of care. It feels like you both have explored mother wounds or are exploring mother wounds. What is our commonalities? It's very interesting how the cards have been flying out. It gives me the feeling of there's a lot that's under the table that we're not talking about, that we're not addressing, a lot that you or your person don't want to or aren't ready to look at, aren't ready to address. Okay, it looks like common values and interests. Oh. It looks like you have both been hurt by very sneaky people. It looks like you both have had heartbreak, maybe even third party. Maybe both of you were cheated on in the past, in past relationships. Again, I'm getting something around communication, very painful communication. It looks like both of you are interested in something different than that. You're both not interested in a relationship where you explore that mother wound, where it's your job to mother your partner. It feels like you both want an adult relationship, not one where you are with someone with unhealed traumas, where they're looking to you to mother them. Instead, someone who's worked through those wounds, those deficiencies, and has learned how to parent themselves. It looks like you're also not interested in this is the same message. It looks like in the past you both sacrificed who you were and everything to be in a relationship, and it looks like you're not interested in that anymore, that type of relationship. It looks like you want to have some fun. You want a relationship that is fun, like really fun, where you feel supported, where this is your friend and you enjoy being around this person. It also feels like important that it's not just the two of you kind of isolated and enmeshed and you two against the world type of energy. It's like, I want someone I can go around, I can take out and be with my friends, or I can be with their friends. It feels like it's important to have someone who fits in your lifestyle. It feels like in the past you got maybe kind of cut everybody off and got a little bit closed off in that relationship. And it looks like you're also both wanting someone who can manifest with you, who can co-create, not someone who's blocking your manifestations, not someone who's behind the scenes wanting something very different, but they can't communicate that with you. Someone who doesn't want you to succeed. It looks like you both want someone who wants you to have success. This feels, it feels like whoever this is, like things are bubbling and boiling to see if this is the right relationship for you. I'm going to go ahead and take this over to the extended and look at emotional compatibility, physical compatibility, overall compatibility, and if we've got some time, I'll look at messages that they want to share with you. So if this has resonated and you would like to hear more, I'll meet you over on Patreon. Have a great day. Bye.